So going back to some more Final Fantasy 13, I'm already almost halfway through the main story. Again, 13's super linear compared to the other Final Fantasies. I probably won't play too much tonight. I just want to get some more gameplay in. Again, I'm trying to beat all three of these, the trilogy, before 16 comes out. That comes out next month. I'm pretty sure I'll probably beat this in like a couple more streams. Because again, I'm not going to do any of these side questing or anything like that. Just gonna level up as much as I can and then push for the ending. Then we're going to move on to part 2.
That's it. Hallam Polum.
That's where you live, right? We'll stop in when we get there.
No. We're Lassie now, and no one's there but my dad.
And I hate that guy.
Hope. You need to let him know what happened.
That too. That's really true. Because, yeah, his dad knows nothing what went on. It definitely could have. Oh, snow. Definitely could have went through that. Before ending last time. I need to do some more reading.
Okay, time to hunt some Lassie.
So what, we find him and that's that?
Don't get all hot and bothered.
Sarah, am I doing the right thing?
Ah. Creepy. This kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy X-II and Yuna's dream. Or I guess it, actually happened to Len and Shuyan. But yeah, just them running away from the soldiers. They could have easily started shooting. Yeah, I don't know why they wait for him to actually get out of there to start shooting. It actually didn't show us how Sarah got branded, actually. She kind of just appeared with the brand. Kind of wish they did show us, but it's all good. Or maybe it does show us. I don't know. We'll see. I, again, kind of forget a lot of the minor details of everything. Interesting, because he told her to jump. But I guess he didn't realize it was sucker in like that. Oh. Oh, it's like somehow he is not dead. It's a hero for you. Plus he's tough as nails. Yeah, that's probably why he's a Sentinel class. He just tank all the damage.
Sarah. I went to the Foul Sea hoping to help her. But I was too late. Ow!
I knew you were hard-headed, but
That was ow!
back to it. We're rolling out.
Yeah. Hunting Lassie, right?
This is our chance.
I'm sure they filled him in on what they're doing, because Snow would definitely be against this if he knows that we're trying to do anything bad to them. But
I will keep my promise, Lightning.
I mean, let's do it. Should be in chapter 6, right? Oh yeah, love this place. I love the waterscape. Right, that means we get to level these two up a lot. So we gain a bunch of experience from Hope and Lightning.
Fresh air. Nice.
Nice.
So, where we headed?
Dunno.
You don't know? I thought you had somewhere in mind the way you took off.
I followed the smell.
What?
Let's follow her senses.
Smells nice. All naturey.
Naturey.
Just smells damp.
Damn.
And I think something bit me.
Hide!
Oh.
Scott. Closest city that way is Palampolam.
Palampolam.
That is not good. I wonder if those two are caught in the net.
What do we do?
What do we do? Right now, what can we do?
Right. No choice.
You go help.
We run the other way.
Oh, never mind. There it is.
Which would be...
As we set off, it was like he'd forgotten that I was still there.
It's probably my favorite soundtrack of 13. Let's get some leveling up in. Everyone's Castarium's expanded. Right, let's see. Aurora, Thunder, Overwhelm. I'll probably try to get all these if possible. Let's see what else we got. Poison, Quake. Yeah, it's not that important. Oh, this is like the English version, I think. Ooh, I want that too. Let's try to learn Cura. There we go. Now let's get Ravager. Let's see. Yep, Dysphyra. Let's try going and get that roll level. Nice. Ravager complete. Now again, do I want all this? Yeah, I don't really need. Let's grab that magic and then let's get a bunch of these. Oh, that's all I can get. Nice sauce. What can you get? Wake. A bunch of HP. Oh wow. Thunder. Thunder's not that great. Synergist. Oh, he has just like stats. Oh, and water. Yes, that's probably like the best stuff. These buffs. Do I want these? Oh, let's get an accessory. Let's go and get the roll. Do I want all this? I guess we can get Thunder. If we have enough, I'm not sure. We're not gonna have enough. Alright. Alright, time for some story time. Whoa, so much ice. Did not read. Alright. I want to be purged. The Sanctum announces that the Pulse fal'Cie and any civilians who have, or who may have come into contact with its influence are to be deported to the world below. Knowing that Sarah is being held by the offending creature, Lightning reasons that the only way to reach her sister before they are exiled is to board the train and be purged herself. After coming to this conclusion, she acts without hesitation. She knows the risks, but there are some things you just have to do. As Hope listens to Lightning's tale, he begins to realize how different they are. He knows he doesn't have the strength to charge into certain danger, even if he has no other choice. Unable to keep up with the battle-hardened soldier, Hope falls into despair. Meanwhile, Saz and Vanille fight their way along a different route. Like Lightning, Saz has joined the Purge voluntarily, but now he simply acts as fear and despair prompt him, his former resolve seemingly forgotten. Hope and despair. As a resident of Palimpolum, Hope should never have been a candidate for the Purge. The radical government policy only concerns the inhabitants of the town of Bodum. Unfortunately for Hope and his mother, the Sanctum announces the Purge on the day they are visiting the coastal community, and the Sanctum soldiers rounding up the deportees make no distinction between locals and visitors. Later, at the Hanging Edge, Hope's mother is killed in the violence which erupts when the true nature of the Purge is revealed. This indirectly leads to Hope's encounter with the Pulse fal'Cie and transformation into a cursed l'Cie. Now, he rails against his cruel fate. He curses the government that started the Purge, the fal'Cie who made him in a l'Cie, the army that hunts him like a criminal. But most of all, he chokes on the hatred he feels for Snow, the man responsible for dragging his mother into the battle that claimed her life. Saz wants to help Hope return home to his father. The boy shows little enthusiasm for a family reunion, but Saz is insistent. He knows how it feels to be a dad. And it's sad too because, like Lightning says later, the Sanctum's the one that killed his mother. Because regardless on what they were gonna do, the Sanctum or whatever Psycom was gonna kill everybody. So again, he's just too narrow-minded because he's a kid. Let's see. Taken in the trash. The War of Transgression, the conflict between Pulse and Cocoon. A towering wreck is all that remains of a lower world airship shot down during the battle that took place centuries before. At that time, forces from Pulse attempted to invade Cocoon, only to be repelled by the efforts of the Sanctum fal'Cie, though not before the invaders had rent a great wound in the floating world's shell. Though Sanctum fal'Cie subsequently repaired the damage using debris from the surface of the routed enemy's planet, the psychological wounds inflicted by the conflict are evident even now in the Cocoon's citizens' unreasoning fear of all things Pulse, and reminders of the lower world threat still remain. I appreciate the follow, Tiki Joe. How are you doing tonight? Mechanical terrors brought in with the debris replace their rusting parts and wander the area, while government troops struggle to contain them. The Pulse fal'Cie, buried in Bodum, may have arrived in the same fashion, slipping away the years until its eventual discovery. With lower world terrors lurking every shadow, Saz creeps forward, doing his best to shield Vanille and Hope. I was reading through a bunch of these data logs, just to recap on the story. Lightning says little of her feelings, but Saz senses her frustration. Despite braving the dangers of the Purge and the Vestige in an effort to save her sister, Lightning was helpless to prevent Sarah's transformation into Crystal. Now she is forced to flee as a fugitive, a Pulse l'Cie and hated enemy of Cocoon. Hello, I'm good. Cleaning the room and relaxing. Nice. Gonna have a drink in a bit. Ready to enjoy the FF13 ride. Yes. Yeah, I'm doing pretty much a lore run. Of course, as we know, Final Fantasy 16 is coming out in a month. I honestly wanted to play all of them, you know, up to 15, but I don't think I'll get to 15 in time. Of course, I can just postpone playing 16, but I don't know. I guess I'll wait and see. I feel like I can definitely finish this game in a week, because, you know, It's super linear, as we know. So yeah, hopefully we can finish part 1 here in a couple of streams, and then we'll move on to part 2. I don't remember how linear part 2 was, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm not planning to do any of the hunts in this game. In part 2, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do in part 2 either. But yes, this is actually kind of tied for my favorite Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. Because my other favorite is 10 and 10-2. I guess that like story. Because that was the first Final Fantasy I actually played. And then this one I played when I was in college. So I did play 7 and 8. I didn't get to play 9 until later. But yeah, these two, like 13 and 10, definitely hold a good place in my heart. But let's see. And then there is their focus. If they don't complete the tasks they have yet to figure out, they face transformation to mindless Seath. Should they fulfill their focus, eternal crystal slumber is the only reward. And should they stop too long to ponder their fate, they risk capture and execution at the hands of the relentless Sanctum army. All roads seem to lead to despair, something Saz understands only too well. The question is, will lightning help them find a way out of their helpless situation? Unbeknownst to Saz, the answer has already begun to form in her mind. I felt I want to get 16, but no PS5! Oh, currently doing 1 through 15 just because. You're on the first one right now, nice. It's gonna be a long journey, yeah. Playing through all these Final Fantasies, definitely a very long trek. I started from 3, and that was actually before 7 Remake came out. I started from 3. I did play 1, but I played the Game Boy Advance version. I have 2, but the Pixel Remaster, but I haven't played it yet. So those are pretty much the only 2. Well, again, I did play 1, but 2 is pretty much the only one I haven't played, actually, at all. I'm somewhat familiar with the characters, only because, in passing, but I never actually played it myself. But yeah, I played 3 through 7, and, to get ready for 7 Remake. 7 Remake came out, I played it. Then I played 8, 9, 10, 10-2. I just finished 12 on Friday, actually. And here we are, 13. Yeah, very, very long journey. I'm trying to remember when Remake 7 came out, actually. Was it last year, or was it the year before? I don't know. The times condensed in my head, so I don't know. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is like my favorite theme song as well. The Sunlit Waterscape. One of my favorites. Eden or bust. Lightning makes a decision. The Pulse Fal'Cie transformed her and Sarah into Lassie. The Sanctum Fal'Cie, Eden, directs the army hunting her down. Pulse or Sanctum, Fal'Cie means one thing to Lightning, an enemy responsible for ruining their lives. A clear-cut enemy is something she can deal with. Having a target is something she can understand. The former soldier means to infiltrate the Sanctum capital and take out the Fal'Cie Eden. She knows her plan is reckless, it could be disastrous for Cocoon, and lies in the face of Sarah's last wish. It could even end in battle against Snow, who will do anything to save Cocoon, but it is the only path that will satisfy her rage. Sazza and Vanille oppose her idea, but Hope embraces the opportunity. This is his chance to grow stronger and finally confront Snow. Lightning is done running away. Now she runs forward, her mind set on toppling the Sanctum. But even Lightning cannot foresee how this journey will end. Yep, let's go. 2 years ago. I know, because I had to wait for it to come to PC. No. Yeah, I was lucky to get it on PS4. I actually had to order it. That was gonna be from Amazon. And even then, I had to wait like an extra 2 weeks. For some reason, it delayed the delivery. Because, I guess during the height of COVID, so... yeah. Things were definitely messed up. Yeah. I do have a PS5. But again, I don't know if I want to just go ahead and pre-order it and play it on launch, or just wait until I finish 15. Because I feel like I can probably get to the trilogy before 16 launches, but I don't know about finishing 15. I know 15 you actually beat pretty quick, as long as you don't do any side quests and stuff. But yeah, I think that was the issue with me playing 15 the first time, is I I'm that completionist type, so every time I see a new side quest pop up, I'm like, I have to do it. So it got to a point where I kind of forgot what was going on in the story because, you know, just spent hours doing side quests and some of the hunts. But yeah, maybe if I can get relatively close to again finishing 13, the trilogy, and then maybe start 15. I guess it really depends on how much time I have, but we'll see. Time will tell. We felt that? Yeah. Side quests. Reminds me of Skyrim. I remember I played Skyrim in college. That was a good 8+ years ago. But I had never beaten the main story of Skyrim because of course, all the side quests. And so I didn't beat the main story until like, I'd say 4 or 5 years ago. Because I'm like, I should probably actually beat Skyrim for real. But let's see here. Thunderous Hooves. Hope makes a choice to fight alongside Lightning, but quickly finds himself exhausted by the pace. Lightning grows ever more agitated. The enemy is the Sanctum army. She cannot afford to look after this straggling Hope while she faces such a dangerous foe. Losing all patience, Lightning curses his weakness and tries to leave him behind. In that moment, her Lassie brand burns with radiant pain. As if to strike down obstacles in Lightning's path, the Eidolon Odin appears and attacks the bewildered Hope. Lightning moves without thinking. She blocks the deadly blade aimed at the boy she meant to abandon moments before. Lightning defeats Odin and brings the entity under her command. Why did the Eidolon appear in the first place? There is no answer to her question, but one thing is certain. She no longer wishes to leave Hope to survive on his own. Loathing and fear. Saz and Vanille decide against joining Lightning in her vendetta against the Sanctum, though doing so leaves them without a road to follow. It seems all they can do is keep running. And then there's Hope to worry about, but he's surely grown tired of the fighting and make his way home, won't he? Saz also harbors another fear. With the entirety of Cocoon in an uproar over the recent Pulse activity, any incident involving Lassie could spark a full-scale panic. After all, not even Saz can shake his dread of the lower world. If Cocoon is to know peace, he argues, Lassie like them all need to die. Even as the words pass his lips, he immediately regrets giving voice to such sentiments, suddenly aware of his companion's feelings on the matter. But Vanille just smiles bravely and urges Saz to keep on moving. They have to stay ahead of the army if they want to survive. Cold hard fact. As Lightning and the others make their way through the Val Peaks, Snow is escorted aboard the ship Lindblom after his capture at Lake Brescia. And I really love that they're bringing back these names. I don't know if you played, of course, the older ones already, but you know, Lindblom's from, I believe, FF3. That was like one of the airships. So I thought that was really cool. I don't know if there was one of the airships in the previous ones, like 1 and 2, but I remember it from 3. Let's see. His captors are members of the Wide Area Response Brigade, otherwise known as the Cavalry. The Cavalry is not directly involved with the purge or the tracking down Lassie. Nevertheless, their commander, Brigadier General Rains, calmly explains the reasons behind the Sanctum and the SciComm operations, and their plans to hold a public execution. If the Lassie are killed in plain sight of the populace, he asserts, the panic threatened the stability of their society will be diffused. Are Rains and the Cavalry also tools of the Sanctum? And who is the woman who works with them? Isn't she a Pulse Lassie, an enemy of Cocoon? Full of questions and unsure of his captor's motives, Snow recalls another time when he felt this powerless, a time when one cold fact robbed him of the strength to stand. It was the moment he learned that his beloved Sarah was a Pulse Lassie. Separate paths. If Lassie were machines, they would seek to complete any focus without his question. But Lassie are human, and no human willingly desires slavery imposed by fal'Cie. Saz and Vanille support each other in their desperate flight. What is their focus? They are scared to even contemplate the answer to that question. Snow, by contrast, chooses to pursue his objective without hesitation. Not because he wants to obey the fal'Cie, but because it is Sarah's wish. Hey there. What's your name? Level Nails? Did I say that correctly? How are you doing tonight? playing through some Final Fantasy 13. And getting ready for 16 to drop next month. I can't believe it happened so fast. Let's see, I played 7 through 9, 13, 15. I've got some ground to cover. Heard great things of 6 and 10. Can't wait to see how those stories are. Yes, 6 and 10 are probably the best of that, like, era, I guess you want to call it. So 6, so the way I have it split, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are kind of like your pixel days type of thing. 1 and 2 technically is part of it too, but because I never played it before, kind of, I don't really like count them. But yeah, 6 is definitely probably the most expansive storyline out of those of the old era. For me, I think 7 is like probably the best storyline out of 7, 8, 9. 9 actually reminds me of 12 because they have the similar storyline of the princess trying to reclaim the kingdom. So I thought that was pretty cool. They kind of like took that story and like just retold it, sort of. 10 is definitely great. Again, that's my first Final Fantasy, and I won't say anything about it, but it's just you know, one of my favorites. Just storyline wise, just all the was it? It's all the symbolism and all the, you know, against religion, stuff like that. It's really good for sure. 13 kind of draws on it a little bit, not as much, but kind of, yeah. Because again, you know, the Sanctum or Cocoon, like all against Pulse, almost religiously. But of course, they're at war, so it makes sense. But yeah, 15, yeah, 15 was definitely just a lot of Easter eggs in 15. The story itself was kind of weak, I feel. But it could also have been because I had so much time in between various plot points that I kind of just forgot everything. So that was my own fault, I suppose, for doing so many side quests. So you're doing good. I'm also doing good. I had a day of, well, I hung out with my family. It's technically Memorial Day weekend. Memorial Day is actually tomorrow. But my family got together today and we did some stuff. Then yeah, playing some 13. Again, one of my favorites. 10 and 13 are my top 2 Final Fantasies. They're kind of like neck and neck. Story wise, I think gameplay wise, they're kind of the same too. It's kind of hard for me to put one above the other. Yeah, hope you're having a good day. Let me see where to leave off. He believes without the slightest shred of doubt that his focus is to protect Cocoon. Lightning and Hope, meanwhile, choose to fight. They turn their anger against an unjust fate in a world hostile to their very existence. On their way to Eden at the very heart of Cocoon, Lightning and Hope prepare to enter a military-controlled zone. Rejecting the fate chosen for her by the fal'Cie and set on enacting revenge on her cold-blooded government, Lightning enters the Gapra Whitewood along with Hope. It seems they've managed to lose their SciComm trackers, but the Whitewood is a Sanctum military zone, and their chances of encountering hostile units are high. Yet, what choice do they have? It's the only road that leads to Sanctum capital. Lightning now intends to fight on Hope's behalf after Odin's appearance forces her to rethink her decision to leave the boy behind. But she isn't the only one to have had a change of heart. Having relied on Lightning for protection from the beginning, Hope resolves not to flinch from danger, choosing instead to put himself squarely in the line of fire. Sensing the shift of in his attitude, Lightning entrusts the lead to her young companion. Weapon of choice. Taking the lead of his own free will, Hope precedes Lightning into the depths of the Gapra Whitewood. He needs to be stronger. Hope joins Lightning in her fight against the Sanctum because he thinks the experience of battle will toughen him up. He cannot show fear, he cannot show weakness. If he does, he's afraid Lightning will decide to go on without him again. So even if it is a lie, he puts on a brave face and pushes his terror aside. Seeing that he is struggling to control his fear, Lightning gives Hope a knife in an attempt to boost his confidence. Price of vanity. A Woodlands Observation Battalion patrol passes by. Strangely enough, the soldiers don't appear to be looking for intruders. From her her own experience as a soldier, Lightning realizes why. These troops still don't know about the Lassie fugitives. SICOM, wishing to cover their failure to exterminate them in the Val Peaks, is suppressing information. As an elite unit under the direct command of the Sanctum, SICOM has its reputation to consider. That pride has left a hole in the security net for Lightning and Hope to sneak through. It seems their journey through the Gapra Whitewood will be easier than expected. After all the ill fortune that has befallen them so far, they're certainly due some luck. No rules. Thanks to SICOM's reluctance to share intelligence, the security level of the Gapra Whitewood is comparatively low. Now that they have a little space to breathe, Lightning and Hope ponder the fates of their fellow Lassie. Saz and Vanille must still be on the run. And who knows how Snow must be faring. Out of the blue, Hope asks Lightning why Snow's gang calls itself Nora. Though puzzled by his sudden interest, Lightning supplies him with the answer. It's an acronym that stands for No Obligations, Rules, or Authority. They wish to live without restrictions, she explains. Though some might argue that what they really wish to live without is responsibility. Hope's face darkens at this explanation. Spurred by his agitation, he hurries onward through the waiting gate. Where's an enemy when you need one? He needs an outlet for the anger that suddenly threatens to consume him. Of revenge and regret. Lightning learns the reason for Hope's animosity towards Snow, his mother's death during the chaos of the Purge. Believing the responsibility to lie with the Nora leader, the grief-stricken boy has been feeding his rage ever since. Hope's motivation for joining Lightning in her vendetta is to experience battle and grow strong enough to challenge Snow. The blade in Hope's hand shines brightly. Will the gift Lightning gave him to boost his confidence become the instrument of his revenge? The weapon Hope stares at so intently awakens memories in his companion. On Lightning's birthday, Sarah confessed to her sister that she had become a Pulse Lassie. Not willing to believe the story, Lightning pushed Sarah away with disdainful words. By the time she discovered that Sarah has been telling the truth, it was too late. Now the knife is all she has left of her sister, a birthday gift, and a symbol of unbearable regret. Operation Nora. As Hope reaches out a hand to a fallen soldier, Lightning stops him with a harsh reminder. They have chosen the path of war. They will face many soldiers on the way, and it's kill or be killed. If you allow yourself to be controlled by compassion, if you allow yourself to falter, then you are lost. Lightning teaches Hope a strategy for removing hesitation. Decide upon a goal and shut out everything else. Hope takes these words to heart and comes up with Operation Nora, named after his dead mother. It is the means by which he will exact vengeance upon Snow. Though he knows it won't bring his mother back, it's nevertheless something he needs to do. Lightning soon realizes her mistake. Her lecture to abandon compassion was intended as a warning against the hesitation she fears will be his undoing. But he has clearly interpreted it as a cue to hurl himself headlong into harm's way. Regretting her words, Lightning continues on through the Whitewood. Driving forces. Hope now concentrates all his efforts on Operation Nora, his plan for taking revenge against Snow. Though she feels responsible for his newly acquired recklessness in battle, Lightning finds herself unable to say anything. She is afraid that if she prevents Hope from fighting, he will lose the drive he needs to keep going and succumb to despair. Not knowing how to reach Hope, Lightning rescinds her early decision and suggests that they visit the boy's father in Palampolum. Meanwhile, just a little Easter egg. Palampolum is actually two names of characters from Final Fantasy IV. So I thought that was really cool. They just shoved the names together and made a place out of it. Meanwhile, Snow struggles with his conscience as he prepares to help the cavalry track down the other Pulse Lassie. Snow swore to do whatever it takes to save Cocoon. What has happened to make him act against that promise? Now clear of the Val Peaks, Saz and Vanille approach a beautiful stretch of countryside that promises an easier road to travel. Alright, here we are on this waterscape. Sun-dapped flight. As they flee with no particular destination in mind, Saz and Vanille spot warships passing overhead. The military craft appear to be flying in the direction of Palampolum. Lightning and Hope are heading towards that city. Could the army have found them? Though Saz is worried for his former companion's safety, he knows that any attempt to rescue them from Sanctum troops would be suicide. Still, they can't just walk away, can they? Sensing Saz's uncertainty, Vanille swiftly agrees that there isn't much they can do, and suggests they run, reasoning that it would be best to put as much distance between themselves and the army as possible. She suggests heading in the opposite direction towards the city of Nautilus, and so Vanille skips off through the dappled shade of the sunlit waterscape, only too eager to put danger behind them once more. Let's see what people. Hope. Hope lives in the city of Palampolum. However, when he visits the town of Bodum with his mother, Nora, they are swept away by the chaos of the Purge. Nora dies in the ensuing violence, and Hope later becomes a Pulse Lessee. The boy blames Snow for his mother's death. Driven by his desire for revenge against the Nora leader and the Sanctum, Hope eagerly joins Lightning on her headlong charge into battle. Nora Esteen. Nora is Hope's mother. Worried about the worsening relationship between her son and his father, Nora wonders how to break down the barriers Hope has created. Wanting to protect her boy from the horrors of the Purge, she volunteers to join the battle, but is killed during the chaotic conflict. Nora begs Snow to get Hope home, but the Nora leader never hears the boy's name before she slips from his grasp. Cid Raines. He is the commander of the Wide Area Response Brigade, a military unit otherwise known as the Cavalry. While lacking the sheer firepower of SciComm, the Cavalry is considered one of the most elite groups within the Guardian Corps. As a brigadier general in the Sanctum Army, Raines should stand ready to repel the forces of Pulse. However, he seems to be seeking out the fugitive Lessee and taking them captive to some end that remains to be seen. Day 2 Opposition. Snow was overjoyed to meet the older sister of his beloved Sarah, but Lightning was far from impressed. She had never approved of him or his group's unsanctioned activities. As far as Lightning was concerned, Nora's actions, hunting down weak monsters and acting like heroes, were reckless and irresponsible. She wanted Snow to forget about dating her sister, but the young man just laughed away her demands. His flippant attitude did nothing but reinforce her original impression. So again, it's kind of interesting how they lived in the same area, I guess, for a long time, but it's only, I guess, what, 10 days ago that they actually met officially. Day 7, Revelation. Sarah was overcome by curiosity when she saw the doors to the vestige wide open for the first time. She wandered inside and was branded by the Pulse Fallacy. Unable to tell Lightning that she had become a Lessee, Sarah eventually revealed her painful secret to Snow 4 days later. Unwilling to see him suffer the same fate, the young woman tried to break off the relationship. But Snow chased after her and swore to help complete her focus, whatever it may be. You know, that's definitely dumb. So if I saw a door open that's like not supposed to be permanently sealed, I would not enter by myself. Oh well. Day 11, Mother and Son. Residents of Palampolum, Hope and his mother came to Bodum to see the fireworks display. That same night, SciComm discovered the Pulse Fallacy slumbering within the vestige. The following day, the Sanctum announced the discovery and sealed off the entire district of Bodum. Trapped by the quarantine and unable to return home, Mother and Son were forced to join the other victims of the Purge. Celebration. On Lightning's birthday, Sarah revealed she had become a Pulse Lessee and had accepted Snow's proposal for marriage. Thinking her sister had made it all up, Lightning chased her from the room with harsh, biting words. By the time she realized Sarah was telling the truth, it was too late. Her sister had returned to the vestige and become a prisoner of the Fallacy. The only thing Sarah had left behind was Lightning's birthday present. Survival knife. Day 12, Taken. After announcing the discovery of the lower world being, the Sanctum instigated the Purge. Before the Pulse Fallacy could be carried away and Sarah doomed to become a Seath, Snow had to get into the vestige and find out what her focus was. If they could figure out Sarah's task, then maybe Lightning would finally believe them. With that plan in mind, the young Nora leader brought his fiancée back to the place she was branded. 13, volunteering. After discovering that Sarah was being held captive by the Pulse Fal'Cie, Lightning volunteered herself to be purged. The Fal'Cie was to be transported away by Cocoon, along with the purged deportees. Lightning needed to board the train and reach the lower world entity before Sarah was taken beyond her reach. Saz, too, had his reasons for approaching Lightning and joining her as she headed for the Pulse Fal'Cie. The train carried them away, bound for the restricted zone known as the Hanging Edge. Next we got the War of Transgression. Several hundred years ago, the armies of Pulse attempted to invade Cocoon in a conflict known today as the War of Transgression. The Sanctum's Fal'Cie were able to repel the lower world forces before they breached Cocoon's interior, but not before they managed to seriously damage areas lying near the world's outer rim. Details surrounding the clash remain shrouded in mystery, but the government's swift and decisive response to this violent Pulsian transgression minimized casualties and greatly boosted public faith in both the Sanctum and their Fal'Cie. Lower world artifacts. In the aftermath of the War of Transgression, regions near Cocoon's outer rim were left uninhabitable due to the severe trauma they had sustained. To undo this damage, the Fal'Cie gathered materials from the surface of Pulse and rebuilt Cocoon's wounded landscape using them. Bodom was one city so affected, and like the others, it still bears lingering traces of post-war reconstruction in the form of leftover lower world artifacts. The Pulse vestige that hid a dormant Fal'Cie was one such artifact. Gopher Whitewood. Gopher Whitewood is the border zone that separates the wilderness of the Val Peaks from the civilization of Palapolm under the jurisdiction of the Sanctum military. The Whitewood serves as an experimental facility for conducting research into bioweapons. The security of this classified area is built into its design. The path winding through the trees are deliberately confusing, causing intruders to become hopelessly lost. Oh, thanks for the follow, Nails. Yeah, I'm almost done reading a bunch of these and then we can push on. Off limits to civilians, this unusual nature reservation is often visited by Sanctum officials engaged in ecological field studies. Research into the local ecosystem is conducted via climate control mechanisms installed in the area. These mechanisms provide direct access to the Fal'Cie in charge of manipulating weather conditions. Palapolm. Hope's hometown. Palapolm is one of the biggest cities in Cocoon. Retail stores line the streets, a rarity in a society where online purchases are the norm. That's pretty interesting. With the goal of promoting their hands-on approach to commerce as a tourist attraction, the local government actively encourages businesses to set up shop in Palapolm. Let's see. The city... Eden. This city, Cocoon's capital, shares its name with its Fal'Cie patron. Host to the world's centers of culture and government, it functions as the heart of human society on Cocoon. At the city's core rises the monumental Eden Hall, seat of the Sanctum's administration. The Fal'Cie Eden dwells deep within the structure's interior. Cocoon Society. Oh yeah, the Wide Response Brigade. The Wide Area Response Brigade is a Guardian Corps unit commanded by Brigadier General Sid Raines. The brigade is more famous for its unofficial name, the Cavalry, a mobile unit without a designated jurisdiction. The cavalry patrols the uninhabited expanses between cities, ready to respond to emergency situations at a moment's notice. For this purpose, the brigade commands a cruiser-class ship, the sole exception in the Guardian Corps. Well, it's the Limblum. Due to the expansive area it patrols and the need for mobility, the Wide Area Response Brigade has no fixed base. The Limblum is the command ship of the brigade and serves as both home and headquarters for its soldiers. It is heavily armored for a Guardian Corps craft, but is easily outclassed by the anti-pulse gunships built for the main Psychom fleet. Woodlands Observation Battalion. This unit is part of the Guardian Corps, But unlike the Bodum Security Regiment, the Woodlands Observation Battalion patrols non-residential areas. Its main duty is to prevent wild creatures from encroaching on suburban districts. The battalion also provides the bulk of security personnel for the Gopra Whitewood bioweapon research facility, despite the facility's status as a SciComm run initiative. Alright, and the rest of this is just tutorial, so we can just get rid of these notifications. That's probably the one thing I don't like about this game. So many notifications. And I'm not sure what it's called, but I just don't like seeing notifications, so get rid of them all. Alright. Wait, this one. It's these beasts. Nudie branches. Alright. Make sure my paradigms are set, and then we can get going. Let's see, Ravager Commando. Works, that works. Maybe do Synergist Medic. Actually, do I have Saboteur Ravager? I don't. That works. Okay, I think that'll be good. Let's make sure anything we need. Oh yeah, he gets 2 now. This physical. Let's get more HP is fine. Let's go resistance. Do I want something else besides physical resistance? I think we'll keep physical resistance. We're good. Let's go.
We want to get the Nautilus. The road's through here. First things first, we need to clear these woods.
Was there an item in the back?
There's a site I didn't want to see.
No item back here. Okay. Yeah, Nails, I didn't ask you, have you played other Final Fantasies? Besides this one, or I'm not sure if you even played 13.
You're gonna regret this.
Yeah. Assuming these are weak against magic. Nice. Found out the work against fire.
I'm tougher than you thought, huh?
Arceus.
All this dampness, damn.
All this dampness is damn. Aw, dang it. I couldn't get him before he looked or turned around. Oh, wow. They are super weak. Makes sense that they're not really given much experience.
Well, I guess this is better than homicidal scorpion robots and mountains of trash.
Scorpion robots. Is that Final Fantasy VII?
You know, this place would make a nice picnic spot. Minus all the uninvited
Reference.
guests.
Oh, I thought this one was stunned as well, but I guess not.
Change is good, Pops.
Gotta find these guys normally.
The weed killer when you...
Where's the weed killer?
No daydreaming now. Change is good, Pops. Take that. Well, that wasn't scary at all.
Gotta be just a little quiet for me, okay? For all we know, they could be so...
What are they weak against? Oh, fire and wind. I just do wind. Or fire.
Now you're talking.
Old man still got it.
Old man still got it. I kind of wonder if they make Vanilla and Saza's route easier. Granted, they do have like a lot of class shared between them, so I don't think they really need to make it easier, but I don't mind. Yeah, these fights are definitely pretty easy compared to Hope and Lightning. Let's see. It was probably better if I just focused on one instead of splitting my attention. Yeah, this version of this song is definitely tripping me out because I'm pretty sure this is the English version because they're both technically English versions, but through debuffing. I guess that's fine. Yeah, it's only less magic by like a little bit, like 3 points. If I can upgrade this wand. 800. That's a lot. Oops. Oh. Well, that maxed out our experience. Nice, level 7. Let's try to upgrade his guns. Let me see something. Should go for more magic. Just realized I didn't. I'm gonna put any things to it. Any. There it is. Oh, it's not. There it is 3 times. That's what I was trying to get. Question is, do I want to upgrade or not? Purple jet. $11. Guess that works. Sell that credit ship. Yeah. Oops. Serenity Sachet. Oh. What if that means I could have found it, but I missed it? I don't know. A lot of these items are really unnecessary. This, especially during this part of the game. There's really no point. Alright, save. Hey, they're in like a little Congo line. Ah, oh, dang it. They turn around when I try to encounter it. Honestly, I probably should just skip these fights because they're pretty weak. Oh, what? Why didn't you just retarget? Okay. Oh, what? The other one saw me.
Change is good, Pops.
Pops.
Follow my lead, Pops. And done.
Nice.
Great. Here's the bumper crop.
What? Why did that count as a... Did it not count as a preemptive strike for whatever reason?
Follow my lead, Pops. Take that. Bubble Band.
Oh, we got new guns. Do we want these? I think it's probably help with stagger minions. That might not be too bad actually. But I just lose so much damage. Kind of wish I didn't upgrade it. We'll see how this goes. I think we're still strong enough to that it doesn't really matter. Uh-oh. Run! There's really no point fighting it. It's really weak. It might not give me anything. But yeah, it's not until I get to Grand Pulse that I should really worry about upgrading anything. But of course I might just upgrade stuff along the way just to have a fighting chance. Pew pew. I want to go this way. I thought they're just running around in circles.
You're gonna regret this.
Yeah, too bad I don't have the next level fire. So I can AoE all of them at the same time. It's okay though. Nice. Another doctor's code.
There should be a dock on the other side of these trees.
This house running so fast.
Hey, Sass. Tell me about yourself.
Huh?
Huh?
Any family?
That's us.
I have a little boy.
Oh, so you're married.
I was, yeah.
We gotta get you home. Your son needs you.
Poor Sass.
Come on, we'll make it.
It's too late.
Is it the Lassie thing?
How'd you...
You might be a Lassie, but you're still a daddy.
Daddy.
You're right.
So, what's his name?
Dutch. Oh, didn't you say his name? Oh, maybe he was. Gotta say his name in the flashback. Do, 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 do.
Hey, Dad.
Do, do, do.
Making a wish, huh? What'd you wish for?
Well,
Kind of looks like he has an Arizona iced tea in his hand.
never smile.
Oh.
So here's what I wished. I wish that you'd cheer up and be like your old self again.
Oh. Chocobo chick.
How about that? Your wish came true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, it's my turn to wish.
What for, Dad?
Can't tell you.
That's my little secret.
Yep. She's a cutie, but she's also a baddie. Like,
Sass,
villain.
Huh?
Villain bad.
you alright?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Pops. You really got to keep it together, okay? Now, let's go.
Love that I cued the song when she said that.
Kids looking out for
You gotta keep it together.
some dad I am.
Plays like the most happy-go-lucky music. Powerful scale beast awaits you ahead. It could be a difficult fight for only 2 people. However, this enemy is slow on his feet, meaning you can easily avoid the encounter if you so desire. You will face many harrowing challenges as you press on. When you feel your enemies may be too strong, avoid them. We try to fight it. That might still be good. Good enough to fight it. Because we have all the classes.
Look at that.
Again, I think if we can ambush, then we're good. Yeah. Like, if we had to fight it, like, from scratch, it might have been hard. Oh, it's good. Ow. We did not do enough damage at all. That really sucks. I'm pretty sure it's because I didn't buff myself. I love how it's not doing anything to me. Oh, damn! Okay, we're not fighting these things. I just got one-shotted by it. Alright. No fighting. There's an item on this side. Oh, can't go. Oh, I can go that way. I just. There's an item, but I can't get it. Too weak. It's probably nothing that good, anyways. I doubt it.
Now's no time to be taken in the scenery. Even the fugitives gotta catch it.
Let's skip this fight too. I need to skip all of them. Skip all these fights. That's my experience at. It's not even at 1,000. Fight these guys so I can get the item. Dun, 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 dun.
Well, that wasn't scary at all.
Hey.
I'll fight all these just because there's a bunch of them.
Bye-bye. And done. Bye-bye.
I wonder if I could kill those armored guys if I just used my normal weapons. What's the difference? It's like 50. That's a lot. No, I'm not that worried about it. Boss time?
You look tired. Not enough sleep?
I guess.
Not surprising. Cute girl like me. It's hard to
Oh,
close your
jeez.
eyes, huh?
And you're probably like half his age. No, I'm just kidding. She's actually
Lie down for a bit.
very old, but that's part of the lore. Find out about it later.
Being made a lassie, it's not easy. I mean, look. Even I'm kind of worried. But even if we don't know what'll happen, we have to keep our dreams alive. Have something to look forward to. You know?
Next stop is Nautilus, City of Dreams.
Yep.
Yuppers. Love it just burrows into his afro. But I knocked out fast.
What? Sass?
What's up, Sass? Doing over here by yourself.
Sass?
You scared me.
What's up?
I'm just thinking.
Don't blame yourself. You know, you can't control who a FLC picks for a focus.
My son Dodge. He was picked. He's a lassie.
I think he's picked by a Sanctum. Falsi though, not
He said he wanted to see a foul sea, so I took him to go on a tour of the Uriday Gorge plant. Thought I'd surprise him with a chocobo chick to take home, but the second I turned my back, into the energy plant he went.
Oh,
Dodge!
I forgot that this happened.
Come out here! Dodge!
Yeah.
I know you're in here! Dodge! Where are you? Say something!
That's so sad.
Dodge! Hey, what's wrong?
Oh, it's not an enemy of Cocoon, but it's just sad
Daddy.
because the fate of
It's alright. You okay?
all Lassie
You're
is
not hurt, are you?
pretty much
What's that?
Apparently, those post-Lassie had snuck in and tried to attack the Sanctum Falsi. It did the only thing it could and made Dodge
yeah,
Lassie.
either turn to a Seath or become crystallized.
My son, he got picked by a Sanctum Falsi. He's a hero. But we're post-Lassie. Dodge's enemies. Psychom showed up right after that to take custody of him. And then, it was one test after another. Even then, they couldn't figure out his focus. Maybe it was look for post-Lassie, maybe it was kill him. Either way, how could a kid that young even stand a chance? After he was made a Lassie, Dodge had some way of sensing things from Pulse. He was the one who found the Pulse File C.
Hmm.
But the kid can't fight. So, that's why I put myself on the train to Purgeville. I figured his focus had to have something to do with destroying that Pulse File C. Thought I could do it for him, and, well...
Nope.
You know the rest. If I was right about his focus, he's probably a crystal already. Of course, if he was supposed to take out that thing's l'Cie, then either we die, or he's a Sith.
Die? Really?
It's like, don't do it.
It's a pickle, all right. But the bird...
The bird says no.
The bird says no.
I actually forgot that. That's gonna be a thing that kind of pits sides against Vanille. Oh wow. Alright.
All right, then.
Oh, something. Let me level up a little bit. So we get poison. Oh wow, these are cheap for some reason. Sandra's max. That's fine. I don't think I really need those per se. I'll take the strength. Not sure about Quake though. That's a bunch of HP. So let's get closer to the roll level.
What is that?
What is it? Oh. Oh, it just changed the weather.
Huh, a device that makes bad weather.
Oops. Oh, now it brings out all the
Play in the rain, did you?
stronger monsters.
Isn't that adorable?
Climate control orbs. These sphere modulate precipitation levels in the surrounding area. Certain indigenous fauna exhibit rain-shy behavior, taking cover during storms. However, induced showers can result in encounters with otherwise elusive hydrophilic wildlife. Let's just play in the rain for a little bit then. Oh yeah, kind of preemptive. I feel like it's very random sometimes. Oh, what? That sucks. I didn't even stagger the main guy because it's kind of dumb. Kill the mud frog. Kill the mud frog. Oh, died.
regulate the weather, we might be able to control these nasty critters.
What died? No. I can't beat that thing. See what happens when I change it back to Sunny. Wonder if it gets rid of the armadillos. Kinda doubt it, but we'll see. Again, it's not really that big of a deal if I don't get some of these treasure chests. Yeah, I'd definitely rather fight these things. No army. there's no item that way. No. Alright. See if we can get rid of that flyer. Yeah. Definitely rather fight these things instead of the flyer. Honestly, I probably just skipped it. Well. So I think I only missed one treasure, but I really don't think it's anything necessary. Let's see. Change the thing again. It's probably Flan. It's like daytime's Flan and the flying guys, and rainy is oh. Still got a flyer out there. Dang it. Oh, I could skip this little animation. No. Come on. Nice. Definitely skipping. Can I skip these? Oh my gosh. I almost got away. Ugh. Oh, I missed. Well, I'll probably just finish the waterscape, I think. That should be a good stopping point. I think I'm almost done with it. Need that final boss fight of the area. Nice. I think we are just about there. Smells fishy. It's done. Good. Don't really need Quake, do I? Might as well get it. I don't really need Quake. I'll get it if there's nothing else though. we got? Definitely boss fight, right?
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yep. Oh yeah, this boss fight. I remember this.
What are we
It's funny because I thought this
doing?
boss fight was in FF12, but
Right.
it's here. Well,
Just too much to ask to
yeah, it can smell you guys. Alright. Oh wow. That's pretty big damage to us. Yeah, I think having Be Protected can be really bad. And we can't activate Shell. Shell effect. I better heal some more. Oh, yeah, Yabasuna. I didn't realize that gets rid of Deep Protect. Uh-oh. We have to kill it now. I think we're about to die. Please don't die. Oh, don't die.
I appreciate it.
We really need to kill one though. Ow. Oh, one died. Nice. We got it. We got it. How about you? Play safe. Let me see. I guess I can't deep shell or deep protect right now.
appreciate it.
Or can I? I don't even know. Oh, I can.
I appreciate it.
Okay, I think this is our last stretch here. Finish it! That's resistant to something. Finish it! Yeah, there we go. Nice. Ooh, 1,000. Yeah. Alright, good.
A hop, skip, and a jump, and we're in Nautilus.
The city of dreams.
City of Dreams. It's my city?
If only we were dreaming up those clouds.
Items here, right? Let's go ahead and fill out our... actually, let me do this later.
Just gonna run and take a look ahead.
Because I think we're going to switch back to Hope and Lightning. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll say if we did, then I'll just wait till we switch back to these two before I level them up again. Oh, nice. It's good old solar power. Looks like solar power.
Climbing over's out.
Maybe not.
I don't suppose there's a hole anywhere in this vent.
Speaking of the devil as a whole.
We can board the ship over there. Huh?
Oh,
Raining for real now. He's like, my afro. My fro's getting wet. Oh wow, I didn't realize there's just random people walking around. I forget that Cocoon is just normal world, really. But, man, the water graphics is so good.
When it rains around here, it pours. And then it rains some more.
When it rains, it pours.
Saz, do you hate Pulse?
Why wouldn't I? Look at this mess it's gotten us all into. Of course, it's not to say I always hated it. Seemed fishy. All that sanctum ranting about the threat from Pulse. Only a matter of time before they strike. Pulse is infested with monsters.
Monsters.
Scare after scare. Not even a shred of proof. Tired old cynics like me? We don't just swallow that tabloid crap.
Yeah.
No, not me. I figured the Sanctum was up to something crooked. At least until I got dragged in.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, all this purge business, it really only happened because Dodge found that Pulse Fal'Cie.
You're wrong.
Huh?
Don't blame him.
Yeah, Vinia wanted to
It was all...
come clean about it.
Yeah, you're right. It was that scum from Pulse behind it.
She's become from Pulse.
I might as well have tried to stop the rain. I fought the tears, but they still fell.
You're getting soaked.
She's like, I don't care.
I'll be fine.
Just don't,
Only water.
don't see me cry. Oh. Right. This should be the stopping part. Yep. Alright guys, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the new followers. Definitely appreciate it. Tomorrow I do have a day off because it is a holiday, so I'll be back with some more Final Fantasy 13 tomorrow. Until then, I will see you guys next time.